Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel. I'm going to do your reading, and this is a timeless reading, so this is for whenever you feel drawn to hear this reading. We're going to start with a crystal card. So we're going to get a crystal card for overall energy, then we're going to get some tarot, some clarifiers, and close out with an oracle. Whoa! All right, so I'm kind of was grabbing onto that one. We're not going to do all of those. All right. Also, this reading may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right, so we have this stone here. It's called Bixbite, Timing, Action, Change. Timing is everything. And with Bixbite, that couldn't be truer. Bixbite has an impeccable knack for the right timing and can encourage you to try new things, pursue an opportunity, or change anything that needs an update. Bixbite opens the connection between your base chakras and your heart chakra and infuses you with unconditional love for yourself and others. Bixbite encourages energy expressed as action, movement, and progression to move toward true alignment between you and your soul. Update what's outdated with joy and recharge your life. Aries, Taurus, Moon. All right. So that's pretty cool. Making change, taking charge, taking actions, doing things. Action, movement. Nine of Pentacles. Action, movement. Eight of Wands. That's definitely action, movement, okay. Page of Cups. Three of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, action, movement. Nine of Cups, love that for you. Two of Wands. The Devil. Nine of Swords, and I'm feeling one more, Justice. All right. So for overall energies, we have the Nine of Swords and we have the Justice card. You're worried about things happening for you. I feel like you're worried. There could be maybe a legal matter. There could be something going on that you're worried, like, is it going to happen for me? Is this going to fall in my favor? Is this going to come to fruition for me? I feel like that's definitely something that you're worried about, that you're stressed about, that's on your mind. All right, for current energies, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, Page of Cups, and Three of Pentacles. I feel like maybe what are those things that you can take action with to make this happen, to make things fall in your favor, to make things, sometimes it's really good to think about, to wish, and to dream about those things that we want, but it's like, what are those things that we can do to make that happen? It's not, it's not just about leaving it up to something else to make it happen. It's what are those things that we can do to make it happen, that we can look into, that we can take that path, that we can do those actions, do the work. I feel like it's do the work to make things happen, to move forward. And that helps us to feel, that's rewarding for us to feel like, yeah, like I'm making this happen. If it's a job or it's a relationship or whatever it is, something, whatever this Nine of Cups represents for you, what are those actions that you can take to make this Nine of Cups come true, right? So I feel like it's you feeling emotionally ready to put the work in, like getting ready, like I'm ready, I'm going to do the work, because we have this Three of Pentacles, which is the work. So for future energies, we have the Ace of Wands, Nine of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Devil. I feel like it's having that fire and that passion to actually take those steps to make sure that we move forward. But I also feel like with this Two of Wands in between the Nine of Cups and the Devil, it's like, are you, what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose, well, I'm going to talk myself out of it, and I'm going to be in this Nine of Swords, and I'm going to be in this frustration, and I'm going to be angry because things aren't happening the way that I want them to or when I want them to, and I'm just going to talk myself out of it? Or am I going to go to this Nine of Cups and this Ace of Wands where I'm going to take action on making it happen, right? What are those things that I can do to make this happen, that I can move forward in a positive way. Which path are you going to take? Which way are you going to go? Are you going to go to the negative, or are you going to go to the positive? And kind of stopping and looking at that and saying, okay, well, what is it that I want to do? This is going to be work. It would probably be easier to go to the negative and say, it's never going to happen. It's never going to work. This isn't because of this, but this and but that, and this isn't lined up and this isn't right. It's really easy to go towards the negative and say, yeah, it's not going to happen. That's a lot easier. But going to this side, it's going to take some work, right? It's going to take some energy. It's going to take some action. It's going to be more of an effort, but this is so much more rewarding. So which way is it that you want to go? And that may be something, that you have to think about. All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles, and I feel like that's saying, what do you want to do? Are you going to be closed off, right? And go towards the devil energy and just be, negative and say it's not going to happen? Or are you going to really focus on yourself and say, yeah, like I want the rewards. I want this Nine of Cups. I want this Nine of Pentacles. Again, Nine of Swords. Worrying about it. Are you worrying about things that you can't control? Sometimes it becomes, before the actual taking action to do things is worse than actually doing it. Because you have all of these ideas and thoughts in your head, and you're like, oh, it's probably going to be this and it's probably going to be that. But when you actually start doing things, then you're like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was. Doing it is actually so much better than the pre-thinking before it. Also, what are those things that you can, what is that information? Like, knowledge is power. What are those things that you can learn about this Nine of Cups here, that I feel that, like, that's, what you want to have happen? Your goals, your dreams. What are those things that you can maybe research, that you can look up, that you can, maybe it's just writing down on a piece of paper, what do you want to have happen? Where do you want to go, right? And having more of that information gives you that clarity and makes you feel like, okay, yeah, I have this a little bit more under control. I know I'm not going to be overwhelmed by the big picture. What are those things that I can do to narrow it down, to make it clearer, to make it not as overwhelming? What are those things that I can do? Is there people that I can talk to? Are there things that I can do so that it doesn't seem as overwhelming, this situation, right? That I don't find those reasons to talk myself out of it, that I find those reasons to talk myself into it. That you get back to something. Look, she has such a big smile. I love this card because she has such a big smile on her face. And I feel like that's you, because you're happy that you got back into it. Seven of Pentacles is either taking a break from something, but it's also about getting back into something that makes you really happy. Is it a relationship, right? Putting effort back into a relationship, or getting back into the dating world, or getting yourself back out there. Rekindling relationships with friends, maybe that you lost touch with, family members. Doing those things that make you happy. All right. King of Wands. King of Wands is somebody who's very knowledgeable and very wise. And I feel like that King of Wands knows that there's work that has to be done. You have to be in that positive frame of mind. You have to be in that I can frame of mind. And you have to work at it. Action. That's what our stone was saying, is taking action. Taking action for those, to make those things happen. We have the Moon card. I feel like it's not deceiving yourself, not talking yourself out of it. And I feel like there are some beautiful things that want to come your way. But I do feel like you're going to be at that crossroads where, which way do you want to go? Do you want to go Nine of Cups, or do you want to go the Devil card? Tower. Rebuilding, okay? Rebuilding yourself, building yourself stronger. The Tower is something that is built on a false foundation, okay? That I can't. But rebuilding it stronger, that I can. I feel like that's where you are, Taurus, is you're at that crossroads. Like you're at that point. It's like, which way are you going to go? Judgment, love it. Eye-opening, awakening, renewal, revival. Feeling energized. Feeling like you have things under control. Maybe you feel like you don't have things under control. Like you have the 2 Nine of Swords. Like you're stressing, you're worrying. You're feeling all over the place. But what are those things that what are those actions that you can take to narrow it down so you feel like you have things more under control? Like you feel calmer. Like, sometimes it's just about, like I feel like maybe there's a lot of clutter going on. What are those things that you can declutter? What are those things that you can take away that you don't have to worry about? And what is that list? Making a list. What's most important? What's least important? Writing down everything that's going on, all of your thoughts, all of your ideas, all of your, writing everything down and then organizing those. Okay, this is the most important thing that I need to focus on. And then prioritizing it from there. All right, we have the 9 of Wands. You have lots of 9s. Let's see, we have the 2 Nine of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. So you have all of the 9s. Let me grab my numerology book and see what 9s say. 9 of Wands. It's exhausting, it's tiring, but it's like hang in there. Like maybe that devil energy is trying to make you give up, right? Maybe that devil energy is the devil energy, the 9 of Swords, 2 Nine of Swords. It's like, yeah, give up, give up, give up. I want you to give up. There's maybe that side that's saying, I want you to give up. But there's all of this saying, don't give up. There's all of this that's saying, move forward. Take action. To not give into it. To overcome a difficult situation. And that's what the Queen of Swords is. She is someone who has overcome a difficult situation. And look at that next card out. Lovers. Relationship. Just when you're about to give up, I feel like that's when things are going to happen, right? You don't want to give up too soon, and you don't want to give up on yourself. You don't want to give up on your dreams. But you have to take actions. Is it relationship that you want to have a stronger connection with? Do you want to just give up and walk away, or do you want to start putting work and effort into it? Or is it something, is it perspective that you have to change? You have to get that fire back. What are those things that you can do? Those conversations, writing those things down. Is it that you've, want to get yourself out there and look for that soulmate, or be open to that soulmate if that person comes into your life, and to not just be in the negative about it. All right, let me see. I'm going to look up 9. Let's see, what does 9s mean? 9 means completion. This card indicates a time of necessary endings and completion and preparation for new beginnings. So I feel like that's kind of like the Tower, ending, tearing something apart, but then rebuilding it, right? And it's right next to the 9 of Cups. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to let go of the old to make way for the new. This may relate to a particular mindset, behavior, friendship, job, residence, or relationship you have outgrown. Or it could indicate the completion of a karmic lesson, period of study, or contractual obligation. Either way, this card serves as confirmation that you must move forward with confidence and courage towards bigger and better things. Have no fear of the unknown, for you are being divinely accompanied and guided. This card serves as confirmation that you are definitely on the right path, so surrender yourself to the changes that are occurring, and you'll be led to where you need to be. Spend quiet time alone to connect with your inner guidance, for in the silence, you will be given the next logical step to take. And I feel like that's what I was saying here, is kind of taking that step back before you make your decision on which direction that you want to go in. And I feel like, 9s is perfect. We have the Judgment, which is an awakening, a renewal, a revival. The Tower, tearing out the old, but rebuilding stronger. And I feel like this is you, the Queen of Swords. She's gone through some difficult times. Are you going to let the 9 of Swords control you and the Devil card control you and take you over? Or are you going to step back and look at it and go towards the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Wands? But it's an action that you have to take. I feel like it's time for you to take action. Step back, look, take your time, sort through, and then take action. I feel like you're ready for it, though. I feel like you're ready for change. I feel like you're ready for this Two of Wands. Whether this, you know, like the book had said, you know, whatever, if it's relationships or whatever it relates to you. Oh, look at that beautiful swan spirit. Time for a deep dive. Yes, time for a deep dive and taking a deeper look within on what it is that you want to have happen. Timing is everything, right? That's how this crystal started. Timing is everything. Right timing. And I feel like this is the time for you for this change to happen. And you'll know the signs will be there when you know it's time to move forward. But I feel like it's acknowledging that change has to happen. But you have to look within first for that, to have that strength to take the actions to move forward. All right, cool reading, Taurus. I loved it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.